The story begins in a small village in Russia, where a family of 3 was enjoying their free time by the river. The youngest child, Sergei, was showing off to his older brother and mother, climbing a tree and saying, "Look how high I've climbed." But then, a German fighter plane approached them. Sergei's mother quickly told both brothers to hide in the bushes, but Sergei said he wasn't afraid of any of this. He attacked the fighter jet with his slingshot, and in the very next moment, the fighter jet was destroyed by the slingshot's attack. However, when he looked around, he couldn't see his family anywhere. Sergei woke up and realized it was a dream. He got out of bed and called out for his mother. Just then, someone knocked on the door. He thought it would be his mother, but a very frightened woman from the neighborhood came inside. She told Sergei that his mother and older brother had both been killed. The innocent child couldn't believe it and kept saying he would stay at home and wait for his mother. The woman told him that German soldiers had attacked them and he had to run before they saw him. Just then, some soldiers started moving towards their house. The woman picked up Sergei and pushed him out through the window, but before she could leave herself, she fell victim to their bullets. In one fell swoop, that innocent 6-year-old boy had everything taken from him, his family, friends, and home. As he ran far from his house, he saw his village burning behind him. He cried out for his mother, but after running for a while, he found himself in the middle of a forest. He called out for his mother again, asking her to come and take him home. He was lost. He stayed in the forest that night. The next morning, while drinking water from the river, he saw some enemy soldiers coming towards him. Sergei knew they were dangerous and ran to hide behind some trees. When a snake appeared, he trembled but still didn't scream or run. He stood still because he was more afraid of those German soldiers who had destroyed his entire world in one go than he was of the snake. The soldiers sat by the river and ate for a while, then left. As soon as they left, Sergei ran to that spot and started looking for leftover food. By the end of the day, the 6-year-old boy was very tired. He hadn't eaten properly in 2 days, just walking continuously without any destination. He stumbled and fell but still didn't stop walking. On the way, he saw some wild fruits. He was just about to eat them when there was a loud explosion behind him. The innocent child became even more frightened. In his panic, he started thinking strange things. He had a delusion that someone was chasing him. However, even in such a state, he stood firm and told the pursuer, "I have a gun, I'm not afraid of anyone." After a while, due to fatigue and weakness, Sergei fainted. In that state, 2 soldiers came across him. Further in the story, we see the Russian army base where Commander Kuznetsov was waiting for his soldiers to return. The soldiers arrived there carrying the wounded little boy. When the soldiers explained to him that they were fighting for Russia, he started opening up and told them his name. When he extended his small hand to shake the commander's hand, all the soldiers laughed, but the commander also shook his hand properly and introduced himself. The soldiers started feeling an affection for the boy. They gathered around him and started giving him food and drink. Even their usually strict commander started taking care of him. When a nurse named Katya was applying medicine to his wounds, he told the nurse to draw a tank on his wounds because he wanted to become a soldier when he grew up. Even the formerly wounded soldiers felt relieved talking to him. Sergei really liked the commander's gun and his badge. The commander also answered all his big and small questions. Sometimes, in his free time, he would take out bullets and let him play with his gun. Sergei showed him the tank drawn on his stomach and started running around, calling himself a soldier. He was recovering quickly. The nurse told the commander to let Sergei stay with the platoon, but the commander refused, saying it wasn't safe for him to stay there. He decided to send Sergei to an orphanage. The soldiers there preferred to spend their leisure time with Sergei. Many people would come to visit him during the day, give him food from their homes, and he loved playing with binoculars. One day, a soldier requested the commander to keep Sergei with the platoon. Everyone liked him very much. Spending a few moments with him gave them 2 moments of peace amidst the chaos of war. However, the commander insisted that for Sergei's safety, he had to be sent to an orphanage.